Hello everybody, my name is Kerry Cooper from Clover HR and welcome to our webinar today. Today we'll be talking about how coaching can transform yours and your team's resilience and positivity using the power of acceptance commitment therapy, otherwise known as ACT. At the end of the session, you will have the opportunity to ask any questions that you may have. We really value your opinion and want to bring you the resources that you need and that interest you. So just before we finish, you will be asked to complete a short feedback survey and we would really appreciate you taking a few minutes to complete it. So my name's Kerry Cooper and I am a coach and HR business partner within the Clover HR team. Today's webinar is brought to you by Clover Coaching, which is part of the Clover HR service offering. And with nearly 20 years experience in HR and communications, I've seen how meaningful one-to-one conversations really help managers and employees to be more focused on the job in hand, achieve their goals and be more engaged. Clover HR offers organisations coaching expertise, providing confidential one-to-one coaching sessions with employees or managers, either in person or in video call. So, what is coaching? In its simplest terms, coaching is helping people identify and remove their blocks. So, how do we do that? Well, firstly, we're here for you and you matter as our client. We take a person-centred approach at Clover throughout all of our services, which include HR business partnership, employability and coaching and mentoring. At Clover HR, we're trained coaches and we use empathy, questioning and active listening and cognitive behavioural therapy interventions and techniques to uncover what the real issues or beliefs are for the person, and that these real issues or beliefs give strength to the block or blocks that the person's experiencing. These blocks can be the reason why a person's fearing change, feeling stressed and feeling unwell. And a person with low resilience will be sensitive and exhibit these symptoms and perhaps others such as a negative mindset. And our clients have seen in the past that negativity spreads really fast in the workplace, particularly during times of change. A person with high resilience will be better able to cope with and adapt to change. Positivity is contagious and research shows that people prefer to be around positive people when given the choice who to sit next to in the office. Such an environment provides the optimal conditions for employees to support each other and lead your team to success during times of change and business as usual. So in coaching, once we've identified the blocks that's preventing our client from doing or achieving what they want or need, we develop a plan together with goals to overcome those blocks. We work through a series of exercises together, set goals to change unhelpful behaviours, and the client has tools to use between weekly sessions. So all change causes anxiety, and the extent of this impact of the anxiety depends on how resilient the person is. Resilience can be defined simply as bouncing back. During the pandemic, many people and businesses are planning for or undergoing change. We are seeing how important resilience is to fuel our recovery from the pandemic and challenge our perceptions in order to be more positive. Resilience is a learned skill, behaviour and mindset. It's not something that we are born with. We can be coached in how to increase it and then learn strategies and new habits to maintain these high levels of resilience. For those wanting to build their resilience with professional support, Clover now offers acceptance commitment therapy, ACT, in a one-to-one coaching session. This is a talking therapy with a trained professional to explore how a person is feeling about a change in the past, present or future that they're struggling to accept, and helping them to accept the change and commit to the change. ACT, which is a process of 6 coaching sessions to clear your mind from unwanted thoughts and feelings. The client then accepts what has happened and moves on. They develop a better self and commit to goals in order to take themselves forward personally and professionally. So, how resilient are you and your team? We are able to measure how personally resilient we are using an assessment questionnaire. These assessment questions are thought-provoking and suggest ways that the person can develop their resilience. Participants use the results to identify areas that can be improved to increase their resilience and create changes through personal growth aligned to an assessment question. For example, the question, I don't take criticism personally. The assessment can be done as a one-off exercise, such as in a team meeting, and it can also be used repeatedly as a comparison over time to track progress, so that you and your team are laser focused on improving your resilience and you know how to do it. We can also compare how resilient we are because we have a benchmark of low, medium and high resilience embedded in the assessment, and this then sets targets to increase our levels. Clover Coaching can provide this assessment during individual coaching and also the option of a team meeting or team coaching workshop. Some clients choose a team workshop and then also follow up with each person individually, having a one-to-one coaching session afterwards to deep dive into their personal results and to discuss one-to-one with their coach how they can remove their blocks and increase their resilience in a customized, meaningful way for them to achieve maximal benefit. When it comes to building team resilience, there are team coaching techniques that can supplement one-to-one coaching. So now, think about a change, past, present, or future, and how it has or is being managed. Change management processes advocate communication and involving those impacted by the change to gain buy-in. Our approach to build resilience supports this as a foundation for the employee to begin to accept the change, which is the A in acceptance commitment therapy. It's really important that the change and the impact of the change from all perspectives are discussed and understood as part of the acceptance process. Clover Coaching can help draft and facilitate such meetings to ensure that you gain maximal benefit from this time with your employees. It's also worth mentioning here that for significant changes impacting employee roles, contracts, employment, there is a legal need to consult with employees. Clover HR can support clients to ensure that they follow this process correctly. So if this is the case for you, then please be sure to get in touch. So to commit to the change, it's important that each employee's personal values are met and supported. Clover Coaching can facilitate a values workshop that identifies personal values and can connect their values with the organisation and the change. The next step is for each employee to create a SMART goal to support and cope with the change. Again, Clover Coaching can provide a facilitated session to ensure that the commitment and accountability to the change is in place. So have a think about how coaching can help you and your business build resilience and thrive during and after change. As previously mentioned, Clover now offers acceptance commitment therapy on a one-to-one basis, which is a deep dive process of 6 coaching sessions to clear your mind from unwanted thoughts and feelings, accept what has happened and move on, develop a better new you, and commit to goals to take yourself forward personally and professionally. Clover Coaching also offers customized team coaching and facilitated workshops using the ACT framework. So contact us for more information and pricing and to understand how we as Clover Coaching can adapt our offering to customize it to meet your needs. We are now opening up to answer your questions. If you could please raise your hand to ask a question, that would be great. Of course, if you'd rather discuss on a one-to-one basis, then please reach out to us by phone and email. Our contact details are on the next slide. Okay, just to give you some time to think about your questions, I can turn to a question that we've already received via email. So the question being, can we just have a workshop with a resilience questionnaire and no coaching? Yes, we can do a customized assessment, resilience assessment, and we can build the workshop in line with your needs. So we would have a look at the change that was either preempted or had already happened if you're dealing with an aftermath, or it might be something that you're already going through. I'm really understanding what that is and the impact on the individuals involved. And then build it from there so that it can really suit the needs of your business. And as always, as we always say, is team coaching is great. It's really, really effective. And when it's also followed up with one-to-ones, that maximizes results, because it means that the individuals can open up and really start to explore how they're feeling, why they're feeling the way that they're feeling. And this can also minimize some side conversations, because what we've seen in the past with some psychometric assessments, and when it's done in a team coaching session, we can find that some people really hold back and they don't really like to sort of get involved in the discussion because it feels quite personal to them. But then others sometimes might feel protective, even embarrassed, or for some reason not really appreciating their own results, and that can be quite disruptive. And often that comes when a person doesn't really understand the assessment itself. So we always make sure that we've got these bases covered to ensure that we've got the most optimal time with your employees in order to deliver those insightful workshops. But in any case, you might want to, if you decide that you just want to go with the team coaching, you might decide that you want to select some key people for the one-to-ones. So that might be those who are very deep involved in the change in the project. It might be some leaders that are not only responsible for their own resilience, but also that of their teams. And they may also want some additional support carrying that additional stress for a period of time. Or you might also want to do one-to-one coaching if you selected perhaps high performance talent, where you've actually got a program in place where you're actively growing somebody, perhaps as part of a succession plan experience, either learning experience or new role. And building resilience might be a behaviour that will be really helpful in their journey to develop towards that role. Okay, so we haven't had any other questions. So be sure to let me, if you have any questions, then please send me a message or email or phone call. You can see our social media pages here. This webinar will be posted to the Clover HR YouTube channel, so please check it out if you'd like to watch it again. Of course, share it with your colleagues, connections, friends, if they would find this useful. Check out all of our videos and posts on social media, and be sure to subscribe to our newsletter via our website so that we can continue to bring you more interesting content and resources to support you, your business, and your people. So as we said before, we really value your feedback so we can continue to bring you interesting and valuable webinars. And to help us do this, at the end of the webinar, a very quick survey will appear on your screen, and we'll be hugely grateful if you could take the time to complete it. Thank you so much for your time and attention today. It's been great spending time with you. As we've said, please get in touch if you have any questions, and we'd be really happy to help. Have a great day. Bye.